Subic Bay, October 8, 2025. The first light of dawn reveals a landscape in transformation, where history and ambition converge on the water's edge. The air is thick with the sounds of construction, engines rumbling, steel clanging, voices shouting orders, and the tension of a region on edge. Every movement here feels charged with purpose, as if the future itself is being built from the ground up. Here, the Philippines, backed by the United States, is transforming a legendary harbor into a strategic stronghold. Naval vessels glide through the bay, a visible reminder of the growing military presence and renewed alliances. This is more than an infrastructure project, it's a bold geopolitical move, reshaping alliances and power in the Indo-Pacific. Behind every handshake and blueprint lies a complex web of interests, ambitions, and anxieties. Subic Bay, once the cornerstone of American military power in Asia, is being reborn as a focal point of international security. Its storied past now fuels a new era of cooperation and competition. The stakes are high: the future of Philippine sovereignty, the balance of power in the South China Sea, and the fragile peace of the region all hang in the balance. Every decision here could ripple across the globe. We'll explore Subic's historic significance, the new Manila-Washington partnership, and the echoes of past conflicts that still shape today's strategies. We'll also examine the risks and opportunities this transformation brings, not just for the Philippines, but for the entire Indo-Pacific region. The world is watching as new piers and shipyards rise, symbols of a nation's resolve and a region's uncertain future. Each structure is a testament to determination and the hope for stability. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has declared, "The defense of our territory and the exercise of our sovereignty are fundamental issues." His words echo across the bay, resonating with both pride and urgency. In Subic, those words are becoming reality. New facilities, new missions, and a renewed sense of purpose are taking shape on these shores. This is the new front line in a global power struggle, where every maneuver is watched, and every decision could tip the scales. Welcome to the Bay of Destiny, where the past meets the future, and the fate of a region is being written, one day at a time. To truly grasp Subic Bay's importance, we must revisit its complex and layered past, a story shaped by empires, conflict, and shifting alliances. Its deep-water harbor, naturally sheltered and strategically located, first attracted the Spanish in the late 19th century. Later, the Americans recognized its value, transforming Subic into the largest U.S. naval base overseas, a sprawling complex that would play a pivotal role in regional security. During the Cold War, Subic became the logistical heart of the U.S. 7th Fleet, supporting not only wars in Korea and Vietnam, but also serving as a forward base for American power projection throughout Asia. The base fueled the local economy, providing thousands of jobs and spurring business growth. It symbolized the U.S.-Philippines alliance, but also brought social friction, environmental concerns, and a sense of dependence on foreign military presence. In 1991, a surge of nationalist sentiment combined with the devastation of Mount Pinatubo's eruption led the Philippine Senate to vote against renewing the U.S. lease, ending nearly a century of American military presence. By 1992, the Americans were gone. Subic's vast facilities were left behind, and the area began its transformation into a thriving commercial hub, attracting new industries and investment. Yet, the U.S. withdrawal left a power vacuum in the region, one that was soon noticed and gradually filled by a rising China, eager to assert its influence in the South China Sea. Many now see this as a pivotal turning point, one that enabled China's rapid expansion and assertiveness in the South China Sea, reshaping the region's balance of power. Subic's history is a powerful lesson. The absence of power can be as consequential as its presence, and the legacy of past decisions continues to echo across the region today. After the U.S. left Subic in 1992, China quickly tested the new order. By 1995, China occupied Mischief Reef, deep within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, just the start of a sweeping campaign of island building and militarization. Filipino fishermen faced harassment, and Philippine outposts were blockaded. International law sided with the Philippines, but China ignored the rulings. President Duterte's appeasement failed. Under President Marcos Jr., Manila shifted to a firmer stance, exposing Chinese aggression and rallying global support. The strategic value of Subic Bay, near contested waters, became undeniable. Manila's question was no longer whether to respond, but how. The answer: revive the U.S. partnership and awaken Subic Bay's dormant power. Subic is once again at the center of the region's security. Under relentless pressure, President Marcos Jr. pivoted the Philippines back toward the U.S. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA, was expanded, granting the U.S. access to 9 military sites, many facing the South China Sea and Taiwan. The Philippine Navy began building a new base at Subic, homeporting modern warships near disputed waters. Manila moved from protest to action, boosting its own capabilities and deepening U.S. ties. In 2023, the Philippines agreed to host U.S. missile systems, a major escalation in defense cooperation. President Marcos Jr. made it clear, defending sovereignty is non-negotiable. Subic's transformation is dual-track, Philippine naval buildup and renewed U.S. logistics support. This synergy is the core of Manila's new strategy. Subic is now a bastion of deterrence, signaling to Beijing that unchecked expansion is over. The U.S. return to Subic Bay is modern and flexible, not a Cold War-era base, but a network of co-located facilities within Philippine sites. This new approach is designed to be more adaptable to the current geopolitical climate. This respects Philippine sovereignty, while allowing the U.S. to pre-position assets and support joint operations. It's a partnership that benefits both nations. Subic's new U.S. Navy storage and maintenance facility, set to open in 2026, will enable rapid deployment in crises. This facility is a key component of the strategic vision for the region. The U.S. Marine Corps has already leased a major warehouse, turning Subic into a logistics hub for disaster response or conflict. This hub will streamline operations and improve efficiency. A new naval pier, funded with U.S. support, will serve both Philippine and American warships, boosting interoperability. This pier is a symbol of the enduring alliance between the two nations. Plans for a large-scale ammunition hub are under study, potentially the biggest U.S. defense investment in the Philippines in decades. This hub would significantly enhance the region's defense capabilities. This presence reassures Manila, deters aggression, and enhances U.S. readiness without the costs of permanent bases. It's a strategic move that balances power and diplomacy. Subic is once again the center of American power projection in Asia. Its strategic location makes it an invaluable asset. The focus is on logistics, speed, and flexibility. These elements are crucial for maintaining a robust and responsive military presence. It's a 21st-century solution to 21st-century threats. Advanced technology and modern tactics are at the forefront of this initiative. Subic's rebirth is a model for modern alliances. It showcases how nations can work together to address common challenges. The Bay is back in the global spotlight. Its resurgence is a testament to the enduring strength of the U.S.-Philippine alliance. Subic's revival isn't just military, it's industrial. The former Hanjin shipyard, now Aguila Subic, was reborn in 2025 through a U.S.-South Korea-Philippines partnership. U.S. capital, Korean technology, and Filipino labor have created a strategic shipbuilding powerhouse. This move blocked a potential Chinese takeover and revived a vital economic asset. Aguila Subic will double the nation's shipbuilding capacity, create thousands of jobs, and serve both commercial and defense needs. The shipyard will maintain and build vessels for the Philippine Navy, Coast Guard, and allies. A strong domestic shipbuilding industry boosts self-sufficiency and operational readiness. Subic's industrial engine is now tied directly to regional security. Subic's transformation is fueling an economic boom. Thousands of jobs, new businesses, and foreign investment are revitalizing the region. The shipyard and military buildup are spurring growth in housing, retail, and services, injecting new life into local communities. For the Marcos administration, this prosperity helps sell the strategic pivot as a path to national development. But the return of foreign military presence brings controversy. Activists warn of social issues, crime, exploitation, and the risk of repeating past mistakes. Critics fear the Philippines could become a pawn in a U.S.-China conflict. Human rights groups question the growing influence of the U.S. military-industrial complex. Balancing economic gains with social and political risks is a delicate challenge for Manila. Subic's realignment has drawn sharp reactions. China condemns the U.S.-Philippine partnership, calling it destabilizing and warning Manila against playing with fire. Espionage has surged. Chinese nationals have been arrested for using drones to spy on military activities in Subic. These incidents highlight the high-stakes intelligence war in the region. Manila has responded with arrests and tighter counterintelligence, straining ties with Beijing. Allies like Japan, Australia, and South Korea support the Philippines' stand for a free and open Indo-Pacific. Some ASEAN neighbors remain cautious, wary of being caught between superpowers. Subic's transformation is forcing the region to reassess its security posture. The Bay is now a flashpoint in the great power competition. The world is watching every move. Subic Bay, once a Cold War relic, is now a symbol of 21st-century deterrence. Philippine resolve, U.S. logistics, and international industry have forged a new reality in this historic harbor. Subic's strategic location is again the heart of Allied power in Asia, countering China's expansion. The Marcos administration's pivot has shifted the region from appeasement to assertive defense. This flexible alliance is building a logistics and industrial hub for peace and crisis alike. Economic revival is underway, but social and political challenges remain. Regionally, Subic is a flashpoint, drawing warnings, espionage, and global attention. The future of Indo-Pacific security is being shaped here, in steel and concrete. Will Subic's watchtower deter conflict or become the front line of a new confrontation? One thing is certain: the world will keep watching the Bay of Destiny.